Okay guys, here's my 2003 Mercedes E270, a CDI turbo diesel 5-cylinder. It's got 110,000 miles on the clock. It's now in 2018. Book price is about 1,700 in good condition, and mine's a little bit scratched and the wheels aren't so good, so it's only about, I don't know, 12 or 1300 pounds. But I want to keep it because I like the car and it goes well. As I say, the engine's only just barely running for a Merc. So what I'm doing is I've taken off all the plastic covers under the wheel arches, and I'm giving it the wax oil treatment. But I'm amazed to see how much rust is behind the plastic gubbins, and I wish I'd known then when I bought the car 4 years ago what I know now. I'd ripped the whole things out and I wax oiled it then, but as I said before, you don't always have time. Well, I've got time now, but there's some obvious things which Mercedes are bonkers, bloody useless. There's a place here, you can hear the water. I mean, I've just jet washed it, so there's lots of water in there, but because it's got a plastic cover on, you've still got places where it can get in. And I mean, it was filled with mud both sides, and I've got all that out now, and as I say, I'm going to give it a good wax oil, but there's no way for the water to get out, which is balmy. And I'm half thinking about drilling a hole through there to just let it be able to drain, but maybe I'll just fill it with the wax oil. There's other places. I mean, here we got a steel chassis part, and then it goes to the front part here. They turn to aluminium, and the aluminium bumper part. But why not? You know, why not have an aluminium chassis all the way through? And there's another point. I don't know if I can show it you, but when I've worked from the back, all the chassis is good and solid until you get to here. Let's see if we can show you. Up here, there's a great big hole, and God only knows why. It's ridiculous, because all the water and muck, and it's a bit not covered by the plastics. It's all open. Why not have a bung in it? Or if it's supposed to have a bung, mine never has. And it's, you know, there's a bit of rust forming around there, but I've been treating it now. So, you know, they got this car which was a lot of money when it was new, and there's some things, I suppose they design them so they rot a bit, and it's not very good up here, I have to say. And I mean, I think we'll only keep it for another year or two. I'm looking for another car. We need only one car now, but I do like this one. It's so comfortable and it drives so well. Funny enough, this side's not quite so bad, and you'd think it would because it's the one which gets all the dirt, and it's still got rust appearing up there. And the same thing, water's trapped in there. See? I'm going to have to sponge that out and dry it with the heat gun before I do the job on it. I mean, it's crazy. You get a nice car and some stupid designer hasn't thought of putting an outlet for the water. Like I say, probably because they want it to rust. They don't want it to last forever, do they? fact, the best car I had was a Toyota Estima, which was totally galvanised. But a word of advice to anybody thinking of buying one of these. This one's 15 years old. I wouldn't buy one this old unless it's in California or somewhere where it's nice and dry. England is not the best place for one of these, unless it's been waxed from the start, I would guess. I mean, you can't fault the engine. It goes really well. There we are. And to, you know, all appearances, you wouldn't think there's anything wrong here. There's nothing showing through. Maybe just a little sign there, but you wouldn't think anything. Oh no, that's fine. It just goes to show it's worth taking those covers off and having a look. You never know what's underneath. I've actually had to order, because at the back end, I've got one of these control arms which is rotting out. It's actually gone through. It looks like it's a sort of a place where it goes. So I've having to replace this one, which has just come by the delivery man. Yeah, I'm actually looking at it and I'm thinking it might be the wrong part. I don't recall this bit on the one that I've got, so I'm gonna get under there in a minute and check that. There we go.